Welcome back to CoinQuest, fellow coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the Abraham Lincoln 1971 1-cent penny coin. You might think it's just another common penny, but hold on, some of these coins could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who found this coin in your change jar, this video will tell you everything you need to know about its history, rare varieties, errors, and the current market value in 2025. So grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover the hidden value of the 1971 Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it was first issued to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1971 Lincoln cent continued the classic design by Victor David Brenner, with Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. These coins were minted in large quantities, and they may seem common, but as collectors know, it's the details that matter. Even everyday coins can turn into valuable finds if they have the right error or unique characteristic. In 1971, Lincoln cents were minted at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark over 1.9 billion coins; Denver Mint, D Mint Mark over 2.9 billion coins; San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark. These were special proof coins, with a mintage of about 3.2 million because the total mintage for the Philadelphia and Denver coins was so high. Most circulated examples are only worth face value. But the real value lies in rare errors, high-grade uncirculated pieces, and especially the proof coins. Now this is where things get exciting. Here are the most valuable and collectible versions of the 1971 penny you should be on the lookout for. 1. 1971 Double Die Obverse, DDO. This is one of the most popular errors for 1971. If you look closely at the date, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust," and notice a strong doubling effect, you might have a double die error. These coins can sell for anywhere from $150 to over $1,500 depending on the condition. Point 2. 1971's proof double die obverse. This rare error in the proof version from San Francisco shows strong doubling, especially on Liberty and "In God We Trust." These are highly sought after by collectors and can reach values of $3,000 or more in high grades. Point 3. Off-center strikes. If your 1971 penny is missing part of its design or appears off-center, you might be holding an error coin worth between $50 and several $100s, depending on how dramatic the error is. Point 4. Clipped planchet. These are pennies where a small piece of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake. Clipped planchets can sell for $20 to $100 or more. Point 5. High-grade uncirculated coins, MS-65 and above, even without errors, 1971 pennies in pristine mint condition are worth more than face value. A Philadelphia or Denver cent graded MS-65 can fetch $10 to $50. Some extremely high-grade examples, especially red coins with full luster, have sold for over $100. As of 2025, here's what the 1971 Lincoln cent is generally worth. The circulated condition: 1 cent uncirculated, MS-60 to MS-65, $5 to $50. Double die obverse, DDO $150 to $1, 5001971's proof DDO, up to $3, 500. Major errors, off-center, clipped planchet $20 to $400 plus proof coins in PR69 DCAM, around $30 to $100. Keep in mind, the value depends on demand, rarity, and most importantly, the coin's condition. Certified grading by companies like PCGS or NGC can significantly boost a coin's marketability and price. If you think you have a valuable 1971 penny, here are some tips. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling or errors. Compare your coin to verified images online or in coin catalogs. Weigh your coin should be about 3.11 grams of copper, pre-1982. For valuable varieties, consider sending your coin for professional grading. You can sell coins through eBay, coin shops, auctions, or coin shows. Remember, condition is king. A coin that looks uncirculated with no scratches or wear has a much better chance of selling for a premium. So the next time you come across a 1971 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it in the coin jar. Take a closer look. You might be holding a valuable piece of American history in the palm of your hand. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to learn about valuable coins hiding in your pocket change. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or want us to cover a specific coin next. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting, coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving into a common-looking coin that could be hiding a surprising amount of value: the 1990 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might think it's just another old penny, but certain versions of this coin are worth way more than just 1 cent. In fact, depending on the condition and mint errors, this coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stick with us as we uncover what makes the 1990 Lincoln penny special, what to look for, and how much these coins are really worth on the current market. History and background. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and Lincoln's portrait has remained on the penny ever since. Fast forward to 1990, this was a year of transition and interest in the U.S. mint. The cent produced in 1990 continued to use the familiar design, Lincoln's bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The composition was copper-plated zinc, weighing 2.5 grams, and produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. But what makes the 1990 penny truly valuable is not just its history, it's the rare variations and minting errors that were made in limited numbers. Key mint marks and what they mean. There are 3 main types of 1990 Lincoln cents. 1990. No mint mark. Struck in Philadelphia 1990D, struck in Denver 1990S, struck in San Francisco. Proof coins. Most of these coins are extremely common and circulate with face value. However, there is one major exception, the 1990 No-S proof Lincoln cent, and this is where things get exciting. The rare 1990 No-S proof penny. In 1990, the San Francisco Mint accidentally produced a very small number of proof coins without the S mint mark. Normally, all proof coins made in San Francisco have an S mark on the obverse. However, due to a die mix-up, a batch was minted without the mint mark, and these coins were mistakenly released to collectors. This No-S variety is incredibly rare and valuable. Only a few thousand are believed to exist, and they are mostly found in proof sets from 1990. These coins were not made for circulation, so finding one loose is extremely unlikely. But if you come across a 1990 proof penny without a mint mark, you might just be holding a small fortune. Valuable errors and what to look for. Besides the No-S proof variety, other mint errors can increase the value of a 1990 penny. Here are a few things collectors look for. Off-center strikes. Coins that are misaligned can range in value depending on how off-center the design is. Double die obverse or reverse, doubling on Lincoln's profile, letters, or numbers can dramatically increase value. Clipped planchets, pennies with pieces of metal missing due to a minting error. Broad strikes or die cracks. Unique striking anomalies that make your coin one of a kind. Even a small error can add significant value, especially in uncirculated or high-grade condition. Grading matters. Condition is everything. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect condition. A coin graded MS65 or higher can bring in premium prices, especially if it's an error coin or a rare variety like the 1990 No-S proof. Proof coins are judged differently and typically have a mirror-like finish. If you have a 1990 penny that looks like a proof coin but is missing the S mint mark, it's definitely worth having it authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Current market value. Let's talk numbers. Here's what the current market is showing for various 1990 Lincoln cents. Regular 1990 penny, circulated, no errors. Face value, 1 cent 1990D penny, circulated. Face value, but uncirculated examples may bring 25 cents to a $1,990 proof penny with S mint mark, typically worth $1 to $5 depending on condition. 1990 No-S proof penny, this is the big one. These rare coins have sold at auction for $2,000 to over $20,000 depending on condition and certification. In recent years, high-grade examples graded PR69 have brought in around $10,000 to $15,000, while a perfect PR70 can push over the $20,000 mark. That's right, a single penny that looks like a regular coin could be worth more than a new car. How to find or spot one? Here's what to do if you think you might have a valuable 1990 penny. Check the mint mark. Look for an S or the lack of one, especially on proof coins. Examine the condition. Uncirculated or proof-like finishes are better candidates. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling, off-centers, and cracks. Get it graded. If you suspect it's rare, send it to a professional grading company for authentication. Final thoughts. So, before you toss that 1990 penny in the change jar or spend it on gum, take a second look. You might just be holding a valuable piece of numismatic history. From mint errors to rare No-S proof versions, the 1990 Lincoln cent proves that even the smallest coins can carry big surprises. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, value guides, and hidden gems in your pocket change. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunt with us. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Coin collectors and treasure hunters. In today's video, we're diving deep into a coin that might be hiding in your change jar or tucked away in your drawer, the Abraham Lincoln 2001 1-cent penny coin. While it may seem like just another ordinary penny, some of these coins are turning heads in the numismatic community due to their value, errors, and collector demand. So sit back and let's find out if your 2001 penny is worth just 1 cent, or much more. Let's begin with a little background. The 2001 Lincoln cent features the classic bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that's been in circulation since 1909. This portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, which was used on pennies from 1959 to 2008. Beneath the statue's pillars, you can actually see a tiny representation of Lincoln sitting inside, making it one of the only coins to feature the same person on both sides. In 2001, the U.S. Mint struck these pennies at two main locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, while the Denver ones bear a small D mint mark just below the date. Both were minted in huge numbers, over 5 billion from Philadelphia and over 5.3 billion from Denver. So yes, the 2001 penny is common, but here's the twist: condition, rarity, and errors are what can make these coins highly valuable. Let's first talk about condition and grading. Most 2001 pennies you'll find in circulation are scratched, worn, and have lost their original luster. These are typically worth face value, just 1 cent. However, if you have a 2001 penny in uncirculated condition, especially one that grades MS65 or higher, it can be worth significantly more. These coins display no wear and still have their original red shine, what collectors call red or RD condition. A 2001 D penny graded MS68 red by a top grading company like PCGS or NGC has sold at auction for as much as $375. That's right, a 1-cent coin turned into hundreds of dollars due to pristine condition and rarity at that grade level, but the real treasures are the error coins, and this is where things get exciting. Let's break down the most sought-after errors in 2001 Lincoln pennies. 1. Off-center strike. These occur when the coin isn't properly aligned in the press and is struck off-center. The more dramatic the shift, the more valuable it becomes. A 2001 penny that is 50% off-center with a clear date can fetch between $50 and $150, depending on eye appeal. 2. Double die, DDR or DDO. Though rare for 2001, any doubling of letters, numbers, or Lincoln's features can make your coin worth hundreds. Look carefully at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. A sharp doubling will usually require a magnifier or jeweler's loupe to confirm. 3. BIE error. This is a die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like an extra letter I. These errors can be fun to find and can sell from $5 to $30, depending on how clear and dramatic the break is. 4. Die cracks and cuds. These are raised lines or blobs where the die has cracked or chipped. Some collectors love these oddities and they can go from $10 to $100, depending on size and visibility. 5. Broad strike and missing edge. These are error types where the coin's edge is not properly formed. These mistakes often bring in $20 to $75 in the collector market. So how do you know if your coin is worth anything? Start by checking the mint mark. Is it from Denver or Philadelphia? Then inspect the coin for any unusual features, especially around the lettering, date, and rim. If you see doubling, shifts in the design, or parts missing or stretched, you might have a valuable error. Next, examine the color and condition of the coin. If it's bright red and shows zero wear, it could qualify for a high mint state grade. At that point, you may want to send it in to be graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. This step can significantly increase the resale value and attract serious collectors. Now let's talk about current market value. Here's a quick rundown of what some 2001 Lincoln pennies are selling for in 2025. Regular circulated 2001 pennies, 1 cent uncirculated MS65 red, $5 to $1.15 MS67 red, $50 to $1.50 MS68 red, $300 to $400 plus off-center or broad strike errors, $25 to $100 double die or dramatic BIE errors, $100 to $250, depending on clarity. Of course, eBay and coin auctions are full of listings, so prices can vary based on demand, rarity, and quality. Always compare your coin to verified graded examples before estimating value. So there you have it. A simple 2001 penny might be a lot more than pocket change. Whether you're a beginner collector or just curious about what's in your wallet, it pays to check your coins carefully. You never know when a tiny cent could turn into big money. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2001 Lincoln penny and want more videos on rare coins, hidden errors, and market values, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy coin hunting!